Hey friends, Rob here with Chine Coaching. Welcome with my buddy Sidheswar here, and we are doing another apartment tour. We're at Northside, which is one of the newer apartment societies here at UT Dallas. It's literally across the street. It's kind of unique, it's different, and Sidheswar, he's been living here the past 1 year, and he's going to tell you all about everything you need to know, the pros and cons, and maybe why you should consider this, or maybe why not. Check it out. All right, so Sidheswar, tell us where Northside is and how people get to the college from here.
So Northside is basically an off-campus living community. So basically it's right across the university. It's just a street away, block away from the university. And there are a couple of ways that you can get to the university. So yeah, so basically you can walk, just probably take like 5 to 10 minutes at the max. And either you can take a bus, the 883 East route. It'll take you another 3 minutes, and the bus is like 30 minutes of frequency between every 30 minutes there's a bus. And the third way that you can come is probably the one way that I usually use is a Comet cab. Comet cab is basically a small cab that probably takes 6 to 7 people, and it comes every 15 to 20 minutes, like once in every 15 to 20 minutes. So it just probably takes 2 minutes to get into the campus with that. So the commute is really easy and it's convenient.
And how old is this community?
It's a pretty new community. It's been existed for like 2 years now. The management is really good and very supportive.
All right, so Sidheswar, tell us about some of the different layouts and costs and housing options here at Northside.
So basically Northside has a lot of layouts that you can come and live in. So there is the 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom apartments, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom apartments, 3 bedroom, 3 bathrooms, 4 bedroom, 4 bathrooms. And apart from that, there are two styles of living, which is unfurnished and furnished. So all these units have a club of furnished and unfurnished, and another plan that you can go with whether you want the room shared or unshared. So basically Northside takes in applications every year, and based on these applications they mix and match you with roommates or housemates that you want. So that's how every year like a student gets matched based on their preferences, based on their food taste, based on whether they have pets or not, based on whether they're okay to live with any gender. So everything is taken into consideration, and finally the plan you choose, if that's available, they give it to you.
And for the furnished apartments, what is all provided?
So basically furnished apartment comes with everything that you can think of. So basically like sofa set, there's like tables, even in the rooms there are study tables, there is my bed, my cot, everything is provided, even with the drawers. So everything is there. And apart from that, I pay a rent of $550 for my unit, which is a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom. And the amenities that I get within this $550 are basically my rent, my Wi-Fi is covered, water bill is covered. So basically everything that you think of an apartment, if all the expenses are covered. The only expense that I pay apart from what I'm paying with the rent is my electricity charge, which is basically that what I use. So that apart from that, we don't have to really pay anything towards the community. So yeah.
And how does this price compare to other housing options around UTD?
Well, first option, it is costly. It's probably the costliest apartment that you can come into. But I would say from my experience that the cost benefit that Northside gives you, it's really good. Because in other apartments, let's say you go in for a rent of $300, $50, you pay for Wi-Fi. Other than that, you pay for water, you pay for electricity. When you move in, you actually buy cots, beds. So all the expense, when it adds up, and also apart from that, if you're living a little far away from that, you have to get your transport done to the university. So if you add more or less, it's going to cost you $450 to $500. So let's say this is $50 or something that's extra, but it's worth the money that I pay.
All right, Sidheswar, tell us about the amenities that students will find living here at Northside.
Well, there are few common amenities that is common to all the other off-campus living places and like Northside. Let me first touch on upon that first. So basically we have the clubhouse, swimming pool, the table tennis area, whatever. So all the things that are common, you will find it here. Apart from that, what you will not find, I'll highlight those. So basically one reason for me to take Northside was the amenities that they provided. So there is the 7-Eleven store, which is like just 5 minutes walk. It's open 24/7. So you want your groceries, any case of emergency, you can always go there. And there is Pinto's, it's a Thai restaurant. There is Jimmy John's, there is Chopped Halal. So Northside provides a wide range of places to eat, which is like just walkable. And apart from that, my favorite is the Northside Draft House. They are a restaurant bar and they are pretty popular over here with the student community. Apart from that, we have the dog park. So if you are a person who loves pets, who has dogs, who has cats, and you want to walk them in the evening, there is a separate park for dogs where you can just sit down and the dogs keep running around. So it's a good amenity that they provide here. Hey Rob, how is it walking across Northside?
It's beautiful out here. It's a little
good.
cold and cloudy, but it's a lovely day.
It's a lovely day, right? And how safe do you feel while walking here?
Very safe.
Very safe.
It's right across from the college, and how do you feel safe living here?
Well, I should say that this is probably the most safest community. Number one, because it's right around UTD. So there's always 3 or 4 police patrol cars that are going around the campus and Northside and ensuring that everything is safe here. And second thing is, if you come in the night, it's well lit. Like it's not a dark place. You can see it's actually very beautiful and romantic. So if you probably want to take someone a date, you can just come to Northside. You're gonna have a good time here.
And so it's safe for people to walk back late from the library at night?
Yes, very safe. It's one reason for me to choose Northside was the safety that it gave to its people. So yeah.
Awesome. Great point, Sidheswar.
One of my favorite things to do here is basically they have a sky lounge where you can book the sky lounge for 2-3 hours and you can have a party on your own. So there's the support for VC rooms, and there is the ice trays, whatever you can think of a party that room has. So it's like an entirely new thing that's differentiating all the other places that from Northside. Another thing that I really love about Northside is that they have a study room in each floor. At least my building does have a study room in each floor. So during exam time, when you want to try and study in the house, it doesn't usually work because your friend's schedule is something else, yours is something else, and people like to play music in their house. And if you don't, you will have to run to the library every time if you're living in off campus. But in Northside, your entire building has a study room where you can they have support for VC. They have support for they have the whiteboards, markers, sketches, and they also have a kind of a cot where you can sleep in when you're studying for exams. So it's a very comfortable place to live in. So these are the amenities that I can think of.
Now, Sidheswar, talk about the fun things that they do here at Northside to build community and the different types of people you'll find living here.
So Northside comes with a lot of interesting events for the tenants, and it's not only for the tenants. They open it for everyone whoever comes in. So recently we had a goat yoga. Last week we just had something like a treasure hunt where all of us had to run around, go find some things that based on the clues they have given us, and for everything they always have some kind of a prize money or a prize pool or coupons or whatever. So they come up with some new interesting stuff, which I feel I don't think other off-campus housing that they do that. And by the way, one of the things, this is a cool t-shirt that I got from Northside. So Northside has a lot of giveaways, which who doesn't like free stuff. So I did get a lot of free stuff at Northside. Apart from that, talking about diversity of the community, when it comes to diversity, Northside is flourishing in diversity. What I mean by that is there is a lot of mix of cultures. There is a lot of undergrads, graduates, Americans, people from other countries. They live in this community. So by my housemates, one of them is a Philippine, one of them is an American, and my roommate is an Indian. So the advantage that an intercultural diversity that gives you is you tend to learn about other culture and you grow. So that's something that I really love about Northside, and the fact that it gives international students an opportunity to mix and learn about this culture is something that's pretty amazing. So yeah, that's something I like.
Awesome. Sidheswar, great information. Thanks so much for sharing about Northside and helping people figure out where they should live.
Thank you.